Hey my pretties, welcome back. Just letting you guys know, me and my daughter, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Me and my daughter are on our way to Joann's to go get some what we want? Some yarn. The reason why is because I purchased, me and my daughter, 2 of those tufting guns. Do you guys remember when I showed you the class? I took my daughter to that tufting class so she can make that rug. Well, we fell in love with tufting. You guys excuse my hair, it's curly, but it's kind of wild today. But she fell in love with tufting rugs, and then she pulled me into the world. So now I tuft rugs as well as a little hobby on the side. She gets on me because I take too long to do my rugs. But anyways, we're on our way to Joann's. I'll show you the rug that I just made, and I'll show you the ones that she made, or she's making one and she already created one. I'm slower than her, but I'll show you those when I get back home. But right now we're going to Joann's to go get some yarn for her next project.
Yeah. What's the worst case scenario? Plan out in your head how it's all gonna go. So you think you got it covered, but there's always something new that you discover you've not thought about. You can never figure out every possible outcome, and you're so scared you'll get it wrong. Have a good time, but worry after. Petrified, what they think I'm awkward. When your brain's wired for disaster, even good things leave a bitter taste. Try to calm down, thoughts spinning faster. Terrified, hide it with laughter. When your brain's wired for disaster, even good things leave a bitter taste. Even good things leave a bitter taste, yeah. Even good things leave a bitter taste, yeah. Even good things leave a bitter taste, yeah. Even good things leave a bitter taste. Something unexpected happens, you can't let it go. Caught up in your own distractions, you already know that you're gonna think about this.
Okay, we made it to the yarn section. Oh, that's nice. So much yarn, so much yarn. Okay, we use a certain one though. We usually use the red heart. So I guess she needs to pick the colors that she needs to pick. And I have an idea for my next rug. So I'm gonna pick my colors out for that as well. Look at her, she can't figure out. She can't figure out what colors. I know it's hard, right? In my next rug, I'm like just standing here going crazy because there's not that many shades of brown. So you have this light brown, you have this one. Just so you guys know, I'm thinking of making a gingerbread man rug, right? I think this is too dark. This one he'll be light skinned. I ain't trying to do a little light skinned brother. So not I'm just playing. But no, that's too light skinned for a gingerbread man. I think what I want is like this kind of brown right here. Like maybe that. See, that's a little darker. Look. See how this is like a toasty brown compared to that? So I can't get that brown without it being mixed though. And then there is this one up here, but that's more like a mocha color, and then that one is like a gray color. So I'm not finding the brown that I need, and I really want, I think this color. Okay, so you done already picked out the 3 big colors, right? So she's holding those. And which one are you looking for now? This one? That one looks like this one. That's the light skin color I was talking about. Let me see.
It's supposed to be shading for the skin.
If that no, yeah, that matches definitely. Okay. It looks like you got all your colors. That's a whole lot of money in your arms, girlfriend.
I'm not even done yet.
This yarn be expensive. $12.99. I told you to get a basket. $12.99. See how y'all don't listen to me? Let me be quiet. I go in the stores all the time and don't get a basket. Now what's that color for?
This one of these.
Oh, dang. Okay. You got your debit card, right? Do y'all see this? All this yarn that we about to buy. Oh my goodness. That's for her project and my project. So tufting rugs can be a bit pricey. What'd you say? She said we're gonna be eating yarn for dinner tonight. I know that's right. We are in line looking at all this junk right here. Pumpkin spice cookies. Okay, you guys, so now that we're back at home, this is my rug. This is the back of it. So as you can see, if you remember when I took you guys, well, I did the video of the tufting class, me and my daughter actually created these frames. We made them ourselves. We attached them to the table. And so I have one and she has one. I can't show you guys this room because it's a mess right now, but there's some of my shoes. I do like to store my shoes like that. I told you guys I love shoes, but we're not going to talk about that today. So this is my rug. And this is what it looks like on this side. So this is the softer side right here. I was really trying to do a play button, and I had my name cursive, Pretty and Flawed, across the bottom, but you guys, the lettering was so intricate. It was so, I couldn't do it. I could not get the needle in there to do it. So all I have is a YouTube play button rug that I wanted. So that's what I made. That's my official first rug. If you didn't see the class that we went to, this is the gun that you use for tufting the rugs. So this one is mine and my daughter's is over there. This is our little our little workstation for the rugs, because it does take some, you got to have a lot of stuff. You got to have a projector, and as you see, we have more yarn, but she has her own gun and I have mine. If you remember, this is the rug that she made at the tufting class. This is the one that she just made recently. What is this from, baby? So this is a milk jar that she created from a game that she likes to play, which is Zelda. So if you're familiar with Zelda, then you're probably familiar with this. And then this is her next rug that she's working on. And you know, my daughter is an artist. Just in case if you didn't know, she is an artist. She actually gets commissioned to do pictures for people. People pay her to do artwork for them. So she's pretty good. She did draw this. Yeah, so as you can see, she started doing the white right here, and that's why we had to go to Joann's, because she needed all the other colors for that. So as you can see, she wrote peach, light yellow. Yeah, she just has all her colors on there. And you probably can't really see because it's white on white, but this is the white that she has already done, and that's what it looks like on the other side. So yeah, that's why we went to Joann's today. So I just finished eating dinner, and yes, I have my scarf on, you guys. I'm getting ready to go upstairs and take my shower, and I just wanted to touch bases with you guys real quick to kind of close out the vlog for the day. I will pick it back up tomorrow. However, I'm just a little too tired right now. I'm just laying on the couch watching the news or trying to see what's on before I take my shower. I did just finish doing, I don't know if you guys could see the little knots. I did put some Bantu knots in my hair. So you probably couldn't tell earlier when I started the vlog that I had curls in my hair. They were a bit messy because they were, I think, what, 3 days old. I washed my hair and then I put them in Bantu knots, and then I took them out, and they were just kind of spiral curls everywhere, but after 3 days they was kind of puffy. So I just did another set, and we'll see how these turn out in the morning. But right now, like I said, I am getting ready to take my shower and get myself ready, situated for bed. I'm really tired today. My daughter been trying to get me to do some things up there in that room with the rugs and stuff like that, but I'm like, no, not tonight, girlfriend, not tonight. Good morning. So it is about 7:45 in the morning, and I'm getting ready to take Pooh Bear to school. This is the curls from the Bantu knots. They came out pretty cool. One area, like right here, was a little bushy. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, and I have to fix these two right here. They kind of look like little antennas. But I wish I would have sat under the dryer, but whatever. I put them in, put that scarf on, went to sleep, and here we are. So I have a few things I need to do today. Excuse the mess in the background. But I have a few things I need to do today. I don't know how much I'm gonna show you guys or where I'm gonna take you, but that's what I'm getting ready to do. But for right now, let me get my baby to school. Whew, it is hard today. It is hard on your girl out here in these streets, y'all. It is like 100 degrees. I am sweating. My curls is getting sweated out. I do have on my romper and everything, and this little light little cover up. But I'm in this area. I was coming out this way to do a few things, and then I said, well, since I'm in this area, let me stop at this little strip mall. And I was kind of excited to come here to look at a few things. And I've been into 3 stores already, and I was not impressed, not at all. I think in one of the videos, because I filmed in 2 stores for you guys, which will be separate videos. But and I met some girl. She was talking to me. She said she came around the corner. She said, I knew that was you. I recognized your voice. I was like, oh my goodness. So we talked for a while in the store, and she dropped a couple gems on me. I was like, okay. And I know everybody. And I think it's something pointing. You ever have those signs and it's just like, okay, how many of them signs you gonna get before you listen? Everybody keeps telling me I need to get on TikTok. I'm like, I didn't want to get on TikTok. I already kind of don't mess with Instagram anymore. I do sometimes, but not really. But I mean, I'm just telling you, for the past like 2 months, every time I run into somebody, it's TikTok. I'm like, oh Lord. Today I'm like, I'm going home to go look at this TikTok. I don't even know too much about TikTok. I know the kids like watching it and stuff like that, but I'm not too familiar with it. But anyways, I was talking to her in one of the stores, but I just wasn't impressed by the area that I'm in. And so let me roll my window up so I can get out this car, because I just seen a couple big old beetles flying by. I'm like, you ain't coming in here. But anyways, yeah, so I'm not really impressed with these stores. However, I did show you guys what I could show you. So I am, yep, there go that beetle. One of them big green ones too. You know, the big green and black June bug beetles that be just flying and they don't know where they going. They just be flying. That's what they are. I'm seeing a bunch of them flying around. But yeah, let me go in here and I'll catch up with you guys probably after this. When I get home, I'll probably stop and get me something to drink. All I had today was a bunch of water. I've been drinking water all morning. I need some coffee or something like that. So I might stop and get something. There's a Trader Joe's nearby. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to stop there. That's the one that actually will let me film. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to stop there. If I do, we'll stop there. If not, I'll let you guys know when I get home. Okay, let me get in this store because I'm melting. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so I decided not to film in this location. This is a Marshall's. Yeah, the only thing I walked through and found that I'm happy that I stopped, this made the whole trip worth it, is I found this cup. I actually wanted this last year and I didn't find it. It says hot cocoa. And it has the gingerbread man on the back, $6. So this definitely made my trip worth it. Okay, so I'm home now. Just came back from picking up my baby from school. You guys, I did not stop and get anything to drink. I said I wanted coffee or whatever. I didn't. It was just so hot. All I wanted to do was come home. So I came home and I rested for a minute, did a few things around the house. And then when it was time for me to get up and go get my baby, I got up and went and got him from school. So we just walked in the door. But let me show you guys something. I showed you the cup in the store. Happy to finally find it, the hot cocoa. Really I wanted it because my daughter drinks a lot of hot cocoa. You know, I do my coffee, and I thought this would be cute. And of course, with the gingerbread man on the back, I had to get this cup. So I was happy to find that. Like I said in the store, that's the only thing that made that trip kind of worthwhile, because yeah, it just really, I don't know. I probably won't even go back that way for a while. I didn't stop at Trader Joe's. Yeah, it was just, I was just tired. I was tired. So maybe one day I'll have to go back. But you guys, I have a purchase that I made. It was not, it wasn't really thought through. I seen it and I was like, you know what? I keep seeing these in the stores and I never picked one up. Well, I mean, I always show you guys, but then I was like, I don't need one of those. But then I saw this one and I think it was just the colors that I was like, you know what? I'm getting this bag today. So I bought a bag. And if you know my favorite color, that is kind of what sold me on it. So it was also in Marshall's. You know, they're very good for having the Brahmin bags. So that is what I purchased today. After I got the cup in my hand, I had to get this one because I've seen many colors and my eyes always go toward the purple ones, but I like this one because it has the purple in there. It has some dark purples, but then it has that light blue right there and then the lighter purples. And I just thought that this would go very nicely with some of my clothing or shirts and stuff that I have. So you do have the little tag right there. This did retail for $3.45. And I know it's a bit pricey, I know, but this was at Marshall's for $160. So I have to have it though. It's cute. It has a little pocket back here in the back, and like I said, I ended up grabbing this because it was purple. What else am I about to do? I do need to run to the store. I have to go get my daughter requested for me to make sandwiches for dinner. You guys know I always talk about my sandwiches. The kids think that my sandwiches taste better than Jersey Mike's and where else? Subway. I mean, it's just a sandwich, but I am going to go get the stuff that I need to make sandwiches. Hopefully they have the bread that I like to use. Sometimes they don't have it. So hopefully they do. That's what I'm gonna do. I have a few things I need to do around here real quick, and then I'm gonna run to the store to get that, and then I'll show you guys how I make my sandwiches.
Give me a moment to be sincere. Feeling this way since top of the year. Lately we've been real unsure, unclear. Is it just me? Where do you go when you disappear? Tell me your secrets, you got my ear. Room to assume it's feeding my fears. Don't wanna leave, pull me in closer. Can we start over? Don't want nobody but you. No matter what we go through, keeping it between us two, me and you. Can we survive the distance? Don't know what we're missing, but there is a space between us. I know healing ain't instant, but can we survive the distance? Lifetimes are going like years away. More it will grow the more we delay. I'm just hoping it isn't too late. What can I do? Sorry if it's a little cliche. I know we're supposed to live in the gray. Leave it to chance or leave it to fate, but I'm missing you. Pull me in closer. Can we start over? Don't want nobody but you. Keeping it between us two. No matter what we go through, I stay true. But can we survive the distance? Don't know what we're missing, but there is a space between us. And I know healing ain't instant, but can we survive the distance?
Okay, you guys, so now that we're home, we're gonna go ahead and put these sandwiches together. So everybody in the house doesn't eat the same bread, so as you see, I'm doing more of the regular, like plain bread, And then I'm only going to do, I think I did 2 of the sourdough bread, which is this bread right here. Me and my daughter really like the sourdough bread, so that's why I do that. Okay, so now we are going to cut the bread. I do buy bread that's not pre-sliced, and so I like to cut it to where I don't go all the way through the back. I kind of keep it like that to where it's together. And then I usually will take some of the breading out the top part because I don't want it to be too thick, if that makes sense. Like too much bread. So that's what you see me doing. But don't worry. Those bread pieces do not go in the trash. I actually season those with some of the butter that I'm going to be using. And then I'll pop those in the oven after I'm done doing the sandwiches. You guys won't see that part. And I like to do that because I make my own croutons. So we use those later. Now this is the Land O'Lakes garlic and herb. It's like a butter spread. It is so good, you guys. So I'm just going to open that. And then what I like to do is put a little bit on the inside of the bread, like the top part of the bread. Like that. Just a thin layer of it. You don't want to do too much because it has some nice flavor to it. So I put it on the inside right there, and then I also will butter the top of the bread as well. Just in case you haven't already figured out, because it's on a pan, these sandwiches are going to go in the oven at some point, and so that butter and the spread is going to, you know, bake into the bread. It's so good. So I'm just gonna do all the pieces of bread like that. The next step is to add your turkey or whatever type of meat you guys want. And I do buy the thin slice, so as you can see, I'm taking them apart and I'm just kind of fluffing it out on the bread to kind of give it some height. So yeah, just separating the meat and then putting it on the sandwiches, however much you like. I don't use a whole lot because I do plan on adding a second meat, which is going to be some pepperoni, and we'll get to that in just a second. So yeah, just making sure I got enough meat to go around, and that's what I'm doing. And I actually was running out of that container, so I'm happy I had another container in the refrigerator. So here's the pepperoni. I usually just add 3 pieces on each sandwich. And then once that, look, I said, well, there was one left, so I had to eat that piece. So then I take my provolone, and they come in big round pieces like that. So what I do is I just take a couple, stack them, and I cut them in half. And you'll have like a little moon-shaped piece of cheese, and that is better for me to put on the sandwiches. So I just do 2 pieces on each sandwich. And then once I do that, I will be putting these into the oven so that they can melt and everything can just cook and mesh together. So that's what I'm doing right here. It is on 375 and they will be in the oven for approximately 5 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to cut the tomatoes. I like to use the Roma tomatoes because they're a little smaller, and because, you know, you want them to fit on the sandwich perfectly. I just use those instead of like a regular big tomato. So it's just my preference again. And so that's what I'm doing, cutting these down. I do buy the already shredded lettuce. Most of the time I'll just cut a head of lettuce too, but we just grabbed the bag that was already shredded. No particular reason, just was being a little lazy, taking shortcuts, you know. it's fine to take shortcuts in the kitchen. I wish I could buy some fresh onion already cut, because that red onion tore my eyes up. Okay, so I'm taking the sandwiches out and I'm sitting them over here on the stovetop just so they can cool for a few minutes while I had continued to cut up the onions right here. And I don't care how fast you can cut an onion, I swear they tear my eyes up. It don't matter. So I just have a little bit of onion because it's not going to go on everybody's sandwich. I have my banana peppers, which I love. My yellow mustard. You want to get some Miracle Whip. And you have some Italian seasoning. And this is the star of the show for us, the submarine dressing. You have to shake it up, but that is our favorite. And then we have some salt and pepper. Okay, so the first thing I do is put a little bit of Miracle Whip on the inside of the bread. You don't want to use too much Miracle Whip, but that is what I'm doing here. I am going to do the same thing in every sandwich. It's really just the vegetables and stuff like that I have to remember who wants what and what not to put, because you guys, if you put some tomato or something on Pooh Bear's sandwich, he gonna be like, I know you lying. I'm not eating that, mama. He loves salad and stuff like that, but he's not with the tomatoes yet. Okay, so then I just add some mustard on all the sandwiches. And then we're gonna do some light lettuce. And then next up, I am going to add a little bit of red onion on a couple. Well, no, I was wrong. I'm doing the tomatoes first. Tomatoes. I put my red onions on top of my tomatoes. So not every sandwich is getting tomatoes. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm standing there like I'm just trying to remember. Like, okay, who's doing what? Who's having this? And so that, look at me. I was second guessing myself right there. Okay, now I'm adding the red onions on certain sandwiches. And when you see me stop like that, I'm thinking like, okay. So it's always a challenge to remember who likes what. So that's what I just did right there. Red onions, same with the banana peppers. And then next up, we're going to get into the seasonings. You're going to do salt. It may look like I'm shaking a lot of salt, but it's not a lot coming out of that container. So don't be heavy-handed with the salt. Lightly. This one I was really trying to get that pepper out though. I realized it was empty, so I had to go get the big container. And so I'm just putting a little bit of pepper on all the sandwiches. And your Italian the Italian grinder right here. Just had a moment right there. I'm like, what is this? Italian seasonings. That's what I was trying to say. So I just use the grinder to add a little to all the sandwiches. And like I said, this is the star of the show. You want to shake it up and just put as much on there as you like. For me, you can never have too much of this right here. We all absolutely love that. And we go through a bunch of those. And after I add that is going to be it. Dinner is ready to be served. Look at me going back over it. And there we have it. My sandwiches that my kids love. Well, that is it, you guys. That's how I make my sandwiches. I think I was saying it while I was showing it, but I gotta remember who wants what on their sandwich and who don't want this. Somebody don't want banana peppers, somebody don't want tomatoes. So it's always like almost feels like a circus trying to figure out. Hold on, y'all, my phone is ringing.
Hello?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, so what y'all doing?
Oh, filming a video. Just finished up making them sandwiches. All them sandwiches. No, I literally just did it for a video. So I was standing in the kitchen filming it. I just sent it to you. Yeah.
So everybody eating and stuff?
No, I just literally finished right now. I know, he said I want one. I just took him out the oven and everything.
I want one too, and I'm not
I'm bad.
Yeah.
Best sandwiches in the world.
Okay.
It's better than Subway, all them places.
Okay.
I don't even know what to get from Subway. I'll be like, I'm trying to make the same one you make it right.
Okay. So you say you go to Subway and be like, I need you to make that sandwich like my mama make.
Pretty much, but I can't never get it right.
Because they can't make their sandwiches like mine. Yeah. How you doing today? Where you at?
I made it to Cali. I'm like 20 miles from Sacramento.
20 miles from Sacramento. But you drove all the way from Seattle today?
Yeah, so 10 hours.
10 hours, son. Man, that's a whole lot of driving. I don't know how you do it. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Like I said, my son, as you heard, he was on the phone talking about, man, I wish I was there to get me a sandwich. So that is it, you guys. I'm about to stand here and eat this thing and get full and go take a shower and do all the things I need to do so I can get in the bed and get ready for tomorrow. I probably gotta, I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna retwist my hair tonight. I'm gonna just throw a bonnet on and pray that in the morning my curls is looking okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed spending the day with me with a little bit that we did do. And yeah, I think that's it. My sandwich is here. I'm about to say bon appetit, and I hope you all are having a good night, and I'll see you real soon in my next video. Okay, bye you guys.